Yo, I can make this fast bale, make round bales, and wrap them and not stop. You want to see it? What's going on, everybody? DjGoHam here. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to take a look at 5 of the pieces of equipment coming with the new Kverneland Vicon Equipment Pack DLC, which is coming to Farm Sim 19 next week on Tuesday, June 16th, 2020. We're going to take a look at the fast bale, the front and rear mowers, the Exacta fertilizer spreader, and the iPlow. Out of everything coming with this new DLC, I think these 5 pieces of equipment are the most notable, and I wanted to show them to you in detail. So let's check them out. First up today, we're going to be taking a look at the Kverneland iPlow, and we've also got the Pacomat on here as well. I'm going to explain all of this to you. So first, let's go check it out in the store. What we need to do is go into tools, and we need to go into plows. Here we're going to see the 2500S iPlow for $36,000. This has a power requirement of 165 horsepower, so quite a beefy horsepower requirement. 2.5 meter working width, which doubles when you add the Pacomat, and it will go 7 miles per hour max speed. Now, Pacomat's going to cost you $8 grand, by the way, so you got a $44,000 run right here. So let's check it out. What are all the things that we can do with this? So first, let's turn everything on, and I am using an Xbox controller on PC right now, so we'll be able to see the Xbox controls for this. So what we've got is fold. Well, fold is pretty standard and straightforward here. It just kind of folds it up, doesn't it? Sure does. Now it drops it down, and it's going to open up, and it kind of extends a little bit, which is kind of neat. And whenever we unfold it, it's going to unextend, bring it back in. It's going to lock it into place as a full 3-point and then unfold on its own. Check that animation out right there. That is super awesome. Actually, Simulation for the Nation in his first look video did a really good job showing this thing off. You should guys go check him out if you haven't already. In here, what we can do is we can lower the plow, we can raise it, we can also turn it. What that's going to do is that's going to, well, do exactly that. You're going to flip it. Now, whatever way you set this is extremely important, because the worker is going to go whichever way the plow is. They're going to want to go that way. So keep that in mind ahead of time before you put this down. Some plows, you may not think about it, and you're like, all right, whatever. You place it down. This one, you want to kind of have a game plan. Now, we also can deactivate the packer. So we can bring that up. For example, on this first pass, we don't need it. So we're actually going to deactivate it. We can also create fields with this. Now, the plow is going to create the fields, not the Pacomat. So keep that in mind. So how's about this? Why don't we go through and let's do something here. So we've got our Pacomat, we've got our plow, and we're ready. Let's deactivate the packer, and let's lower this down just to show you, yes, you can do this without having to use the Pacomat. Now, the interesting thing I'm curious about is what happens when we hire a worker. The worker understands, okay, they've deactivated the Pacomat. Now, we don't have to use it. This is something that you could do. Maybe you've got a field very, very close to your first headland. You're not going to want a cultivator on that other field, because if you get too close, you might destroy crop that you already have in there. And that's going to be a very, very bad thing. So once we get this done, we can get down to the end. Now, I am curious, is the worker going to stick the Pacomat down, or are they just going to take off like it's whatever? Well, we're about to find that out now. We're going to see this in real time. We're going to see the worker raise up, and we're going to see the worker turn. It doesn't appear that they're flipping the plow. Oh, there they go. I said it. All right, they're flipping it. Now, is the Pacomat going to come down? It appears, nope. And it has been raised and moved. So the worker has recognized the Pacomat not being used. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to activate it now. I'm going to keep in the same line, and I'm going to hire a worker. Now, what's going to happen is that area that we just plowed is now being cultivated, and a new section is being plowed. This works very, very similar to a subsoiler, except it does it in virtually 2 separate passes. So that is really neat. I wonder what this looks like in here what this looks like. Let's see. So we've got plowed and cultivated in the same set. That is one of the neatest things I've ever seen. That's awesome. Yeah, man. But what happens when we get down here to the end? Workers doing their thing. They've come straight through the end of the field. They've raised up. They're going to be turning, looks like. Yes. Yep. They are turning. The plow and the cultivator should be turning very soon. And it is right now. How cool is this? This is just super neat. At the end of the day, it's still a 2.5 meter plow. It's very small. And a 2.5 meter cultivator. Super small. But this is super cool, man. This is so neat. I love this. This is going to be extremely helpful for those of you doing like corn and that kind of crop. Maybe you've got some smaller fields. Maybe you don't. I mean, this has a fairly decent power requirement of 165 horses. So, yeah. But there you go. At the end of the day, that is your iPlow. Everything that you need to know, your controls, customization, all that good stuff. This is really neat. Next up, we've got some mowers. This is one of the mods coming with this DLC that makes it the Kverneland and Vicon equipment pack, because we have a Kverneland version and a Vicon version. Not only that, Vicon is actually default by, default. With this, not only that, we have a few extra customization options. You can see on the Vicon on the right, there's some things missing that are here on the Kverneland. Now, don't worry, you can flip-flop that if you would like. That is a separate thing. So let's jump in and check these out. Let's go into tools and let's go into mowers. We're going to find them right here. So you're going to see the Vicon Extra 732FT and the Vicon Extra 7100T, $21,200 and $55,000 respectively. So let's check out the front mower, which can also be used in conjunction with this mower. Fun fact. So we go into here, and we've only got one thing here. We go from the Vicon Extra 732FT, and we could change that to the Kverneland 3332FT. Yep, it is a totally different part altogether. How cool is that? And it changes up too, so it'll tell you the different changes right there. I think that's awesome, instead of just using the same thing. Now, of course, this being a Giants DLC, it's going to be extremely realistic anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. This is where the fun happens, though. This guy right here, of course, we've got the Vicon Extra 7100T, or you could change it to the Kverneland 53100 ILM-T. There you go, you've got that as well. Now, this is where the fun stuff is, right here. This makes this mower what it is. This is the Vario BX, and what that's going to do is allow you to mow on the left or the right and bring those in left and right, which is super awesome. And we're going to go over that right now. So how's about this? First, let's show you the version that doesn't do the fun stuff. Let's bring our help window with our Xbox controller, and we're going to select the front mower. We are going to unfold the mower, and we're going to select the rear mower, and we are going to unfold the mower. And you can see it is very regal coming down through there. Very nice, very epic. I'm loving that. So we come through, bring it down, and we don't get a whole lot of stuff, but it's, at the end of the day, it's a mower. We could lower it, turn it on, and toggle our map. So we're going to lower it down. We're going to do the same thing with our front mower. We're going to lower it down, and we'll turn everybody on, and go forward. Now, I am going to hire a worker through here so you guys can see kind of what's going on. You can see the beautiful animations right here with the grass flying out the top. But at the end of the day, this is it. This is all this mower does, is just sends the grass through the air and mows. And at the end of the day, that's all it should do. It's a mower. And we don't have the BX on the back. But what happens if we add that BX? Here with the BX version, everything's pretty similar. The front mower is literally exactly the same. So we're just going to use that as normal. We're going to come through here. But this is where the fun stuff happens. So what I'm going to do is, in selecting the rear, I'm going to hit right bumper and use the left stick to figure out my toggle mode. Now, of course, this could be used with a PlayStation controller. It's going to be R1 and left stick, or what was that, L3, I believe. So we see toggle work mode swath dropping. That's going to do a center swath. Then we have left swath, which is going to bring the swath in from the left into the center, with a swath on the right being completely open, like if there wasn't even a BX module. We also have right swath, which does exactly the opposite. It leaves the swath on the left, bringing the right into the center. Maybe you've got a reason that you need to do that. Well, this is going to give you that option. Not only that, you can completely raise it so that you don't even have to use it if you don't want to. You can just mow like normal. Ba-boom. And then drop it down. So let's show you what all of those look like. First things first, we're going to hire a worker, make it nice and easy. Workers are extremely friendly with everything from this DLC. I haven't found anything that they don't like to do yet. So there is your center swath. Looks really good. You've got the grass coming in. No overhang, no issues here. It just looks good, doesn't it? They did a good job on this. We'll fire our amazing worker right there. We're going to go into left swath, and we're going to hire a worker. So what they're going to do is drop everything down like normal, except now we have a swath that is being dropped on the right with everything coming in from the left, still just like normal. Now, one more time. We're going to hit that again. We're going to go into right swath mode. We're going to switch sides, have that worker hired back, and we are going to get a grass swath on the left, but not on the right, as was before. But everything is still coming down the center. How neat is that? That is super cool. And then just like before, if for some reason you just want to run everything like normal, you could do that. Left, right, center, everything. However you want to do it, you can do it with this mower right here. I think it's super cool. All right, I got to mow everything to show you guys the next piece of equipment. Our next piece of equipment today might be worth the entire price of admission for this DLC, the fast bale. This could be Kverneland or Vicon as well, just like the mowers. And this thing is truly remarkable. This had something that has not been in the game, and I haven't seen anything like this, including on PC, which make this very, very special. I'm sure we'll see more stuff like this coming soon, but this is a non-stop baler and wrapper. So if you're doing grass bales, let's assume that we're not using seasons for a moment. If you're in base game and you've got grass, which we're about to do, it will pick up the grass, make a full bale, wrap that bale, drop that bale, and before you know it, you didn't even realize that while it was wrapping this bale, it was already putting together another bale in the front and then sticks it in the back and then... It's awesome. This thing is so cool. So let's check this out. Let's go into the store. Let's go in from tools into baling technology. And in here, once we get past the Anderson stuff and the cloth stuff, this is where we're going to find it. The fast bale. What we could do is we could change up the foil color from white to black, pink, and green, so you can see all those changes happening in the back. It is really nice to see all of those changes being able to happen. Here we've got brands. We have Vicon and Kverneland right here, so you can change that up if you would like. It does change up quite a few things around, so just keep that in mind. The red is a different shade of red. The design is totally different. Stickers, of course, everywhere are completely different as well. Plus, wheel brands, we've got Trailerborg T404s. Come on, why would you want anything else? But if you like Michelin, we've also got the Michelin Cargo X bibs, I believe is what that is. Yep, the Cargo X bibs. So we've got those as well. Those are just standard tires between Trailerborg and Michelin. It would have been nice to see a like a wide and a, you know what? I'm not going to stop because this thing's super cool. 4,000 liter round bills, 150 horsepower is required, but I highly recommend a whole lot more and 11 miles per hour max working speed for a total price of around $110,000. So, how's about this? Let's send this bad boy on its way so we get a grass swath. Hire a worker and jump out really quickly. Would you be so kind as to make us a centered grass swath so that I can show off this baler, please? Thank you very much. So, let's do that. That's awesome, by the way. Let's jump in here and let's see what we get with this baler. So, we've got unfold. So, I need to unfold that. That's going to bring that down. Good. And then from there, we have turn off automatic drop. What that's going to do is disable the dropping of the silage bale out of the back. So, when the bale is ready to be dropped, well, then you're ready to go. So let's check it out. Let's check that out. There is no other like customization type thing. There is no way to turn off the wrapper. It just is what it is. Also, we got some grass in here already, so we'll have a bell already started. So you'll see kind of what that does. Now you can see right here, as soon as we jump in, the power, is something about this. It like, I don't exactly know what is going on. But all of my tractors, for some reason, when they start working, it just goes down, just like that. So it'll stop just barely, but it'll keep going. I'm sure I've got a mod conflict or something like that. But yeah, you're gonna want something with some power. But you can see, boom, it drops. I wish I could show you face cam right now because it literally just makes the bell and does its thing. And see that we already dropped the silage bell. And while we were sitting there talking, it's wrapping this bale. We're 50% complete on the next bale. And then it's going to drop this one. And there we go. Drops that. You can see the other bale's being finished up right now. And good to go. So one thing, I think maybe this has to do with how much grass you've got coming in. So it'll only allow you to pick up a certain amount at a time. That way you can always go completely straight. You don't have to worry about anything. So I'm assuming that's what that is. So you never have to stop, and it just kind of figures that out for you depending on the intake. How cool is that? You can also do hay and straw with this as well. In base game, of course, you cannot wrap hay bales, so do keep that in mind. Hay bale's just going to plop it out the back, and same with the straw bale as well, neither of which will be wrapped. Look at that. It's already doing it. This is just awesome. This is so cool. I haven't even thought about dropping a bale when we've already made 4 and we're wrapping our 5th right now. I haven't even thought about it. It's just happening. How do I expand on this? This is awesome, and you have to have this. As mentioned before, this one piece of equipment is worth everything. It is worth this DLC's weight in gold. But if this doesn't get you, maybe the next and last piece of equipment that we're going to talk about today, maybe it will. And that is the Kverneland TLX Geo Spread Solid Fertilizer Spreader. This will only do solid fertilizer, no lime, but that's okay. This is not aimed towards lime. This is aimed towards solid fertilizer, and you are really going to like the party trick that this guy has. So first, let's jump into the store and let's check it out. Let's go to tools. Let's go to fertilizer technology, and let's find it right here. Now it says 3,900 liter capacity, which is true, 24 meter spread, which is kind of true, and 12 meters or 12 miles per hour max working speed, and it's going to cost you $24,500 to purchase. Well, very cool, very good. All right, let's jump in and let's find out what all the hype's about. So you can already see at the top, we see current working with 24 meters. If I go over here to L1, or left bumper rather, and I take a look and I see, okay, the Y button, change working width. All right. The next one is 28 meters, and then 32, and then 36, and then 40, and lastly, 45. Yes, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 working widths in a fertilizer spreader on command. Yes, all those are on command. I don't have to go in and customize anything or change anything in the store. I can do it on the fly. And that is so awesome. A couple other things that we could do here. We can raise and lower, of course, turn it on. We can open and close tank. Good there. So let's turn on here. We've got it set to 24 meters. So let's go from above, hire worker, and see what that looks like. Very standard. Actually didn't even plan to line that up. It just kind of lined up by itself. All right. Well, let's fire our worker. Ooh, looks like the worker is going to keep going. One thing that I did forget to mention on the Baler, if you're going to use that Baler and you're on PC, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot use the round bale helper. It does not like it. I don't know what's going on with it, but I don't like it. So there you go. So let's get our spread again. Let's get our control here for 24 meters. Now, what can I actually change this? We can change it on the fly. Yes. So there's your 28. There's your 32, 36, 40, and 45 meter spread. You can see the chuk right there. That's awesome. And then we can hire a worker, do whatever we want. We've got it set at going 12 miles per hour right now. Yeah, I'll have helper buy seed and fertilizer turned on. This is my test map. Oops. This right here is my second favorite piece of equipment coming with this new DLC. Again, I think this and the Baler are completely worth it. If you're going to be using stuff, you've got to have one of these. And man, I can't say enough good things about it. This is incredible. Yep, that's all I got. This is truly remarkable. Let's go over here and let's set it, let's see, about right here. We're at 45 meters currently. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to hire a worker right here near the end, just like so. And we're going to see how the worker does at turning around. So they've gone to right there. This is going to be a very, yep, it sure is a very wide turn. Man, oh man, look at that. Didn't even, oh my goodness. So this is what you can expect. Of course, the workers, they never, ever turn around quickly. It is a huge complaint with not only myself, but every content creator. Watch this. Probably go forward and then back up. It's already straight. Oh, no, it didn't back up. Look at that. Didn't miss a bit, though. It is lined up perfectly. Oh, man. This is hype. Guys, you gotta get it. This is so cool. I'm loving everything coming with this new DLC. The fertilizer spreader, the Baler, the iPlow. This thing, I just can't get enough of the iPlow. I just like watching it work. It's nice to hire a worker with, so there you go. Let's see, is there anything else? I don't think so. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about today. The Kverneland Vicon Equipment Pack DLC will be coming to Farming Simulator 19 this coming Tuesday, June 16th, 2020. The DLC will be available on all platforms: PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, Mac, and Google Stadia. Pre-orders for PC and Mac versions are available now, and you can use the link in the description below. That's going to get you pre-order for the DLC on PC or Mac, and that link will go help support the channel as well. We're going to be doing 3 giveaways. Stay tuned for those. If you're on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or Google Stadia, the DLC can be purchased the day of release, June 16th, for $14.99 USD. If you own the Season Pass on console, you're going to receive this for free, so don't worry about trying to pre-order or anything like that. You're going to be good to go. Well, guys, that is going to be it for today. I hope you've enjoyed. If you did, make sure you drop a like on the video. Get subscribed to the channel if you're new. Join the GoHam fam. Make sure you turn your notification bells on as well so that you never miss daily Farming Simulator videos here on the channel. With all being said, hope you have a great day. We'll see you later. Peace.